777 Charlie is a movie that really surprised me as a dog parent because it isn't a movie for only dog parents. It's a movie India needs to watch. It's a movie we really need to watch. Let's look at why. 777 Charlie is a movie about Charlie the dog meeting Dharma the human. Simple enough, but peppered in there is a deep story about opposites. On one side, we have Dharma shackled by the trauma of losing his family to an accident. He lives in a prison of his own making, an endless routine between work, food, and television. He refuses to interact with his neighbors, treating them poorly even, making him somewhat of an outcast in the society.
घर, फैक्ट्री, लड़ाई, इडली, सिगरेट, बियर, बस यही है जिंदगी मेरी और कुछ नहीं.
On the other side, we have Charlie, a Labrador retriever escaping a cruelty that's all too common in India, illegal breeding. But unlike Dharma, Charlie holds on to her warmth. She's loving, open to new experiences, meeting new people, and she's got an unmatched toughness in her that's beautifully portrayed from scene to scene. You can tell immediately that this is no ordinary dog movie.
इसको तो कुत्ता भी नहीं पूछने वाला.
You would think that mixing so many good messages into one movie would make it absolute garbage. But 777 Charlie managed to do justice to these messages with an elegance that I haven't seen in quite some time. The movie deserves a lot of praise for its dialogues, for its pacing, and even its casting. The movie explores Dharma becoming warmer as a person when fully embracing his role as a dog parent, his mistakes in feeding Charlie all the wrong things, and learning from his interactions with an animal welfare officer and his vet.
खाना क्या खिलाते हो?
इडली.
कुत्ते को सिर्फ इडली खिलाते हो?
साथ में चटनी भी.
But more than anything, Dharma learns from Charlie as well. She is his equal every step of the way. And maybe nothing exemplifies this more than a scene in which Dharma chooses to paraglide with Charlie despite his fear of heights. 777 Charlie also deserves a lot of praise for choosing to not shy away from the realities of raising a dog as a part of your family. Realities are, after all, very different from expectations. Challenges are inevitable. It could even be torture on certain days. There's a musical narrative in the movie literally titled The Torture Song to explore some of those learning experiences for Dharma. It's crazy how relatable the lyrics are to me, especially when remembering Clara's puppyhood. Speaking of which, the musical narratives in this movie are truly exceptional. There's a story in each word, in each verse, and I truly think that that's the best way to introduce music into movies without disrupting the flow of the story. On a grimmer note, we get a glimpse into the harsh reality of unethical breeding in India, about inbreeding, about how mother dogs are used to mate with their own children to make more puppies, about how dogs are looked at more as commodities rather than breathing animals with emotions. From the many misconceptions about dogs to harassment from your neighbors to understanding a dog's intelligence in the way they communicate and interact with you, understand your state of mind, this movie covers everything in a tight, emotional roller coaster of a script. I'm not going to reveal too much in case you haven't seen the movie already. 777 Charlie isn't afraid of what it is. It's a powerful movie with a powerful message. We've seen dogs being abandoned for the dumbest reasons, and here we see Dharma in the movie losing almost everything financially and emotionally for Charlie. I'll again refrain from revealing too much, but to have a dog is to have a child, to maybe have a sibling. It's desperately important for us to understand at least this much. Unfortunately, this heartwarming movie seems to have had an opposite effect of what was intended. Animal activist and founder of Mr. Rescue, Tausif Ahmed, was quoted saying that the purpose of the movie is lost when people go out and continue to buy dogs from unethical breeders. We have received information that breeders are getting several requests specifically for Labrador retrievers. When puppies are not available locally, they are transported from other cities under inhumane conditions. We have seen this movie twice at the theaters already, but almost nobody waited to see the end credits, messages and statistics about illegal and unethical breeding, pet abandonment, and even adoption. This movie should be an anthem for everyone in India about the responsibility involved in bringing a pet home, an anthem for all of us to at least consider adoption from shelters and NGOs to give homeless dogs a second chance. We have adopted 5, and we can assure you, Mishka, Tallulah, Cross, Clara, Blaze, they have each given us a different experience. They have each taught us something invaluable and amazing. We want to use this platform to thank the team of 777 Charlie for making maybe the best dog movie we have ever seen. It's not perfect, and it never tries to be. It's just a movie that wrenches your heart open to find the human inside you, to remind us of the compassion, trust, and love that we are capable of. On a fun side note, I truly do appreciate 777 Charlie's approach with its pan-India release. There's a scene in which the camera pans to a name board of Dharma's housing society and is different in each of the dubbed iterations. For example, it shows that Dharma is from Salem in the Tamil version, from Mysore in the Kannada version, and from Satara in the Hindi version. And it's this subtle effort from the makers that makes the audience truly forget that they're watching a dubbed version of the movie. And it makes the characters all the more relatable. If you haven't watched this movie already, do make sure to catch it on the big screens. We plan on making a longer reaction video on this movie when it comes out on an OTT platform as well. But until then, my name is Nishant, this is apawfive, we'll catch you next week.